Good afternoon, and welcome to the Pinal County Community College District Governing Board meeting. In observance of the current Centers for Disease Control and Prevention guidelines and Arizona Governor Douglas Ducey's Executive Order 2020-18 regarding social distancing, this meeting is being held virtually. This WebEx event is being hosted by Avid Consulting, an IT partner of Central Arizona College. At this time, I would like to acknowledge those from Central Arizona College in attendance. I am Dan Miller, Governing Board President, David Waldron, Governing Board Vice President Secretary, Gladys Christensen, Board Member, Rick Gibson, Board Member, David Ordeon, Board Member, Jackie Elliott, Central Arizona College President, Chris Watka, Vice President of Business Affairs, Mary Lou Hernandez, Executive Assistant to the President and Governing Board. Now call this meeting to order. First action item is consent agenda, consideration of the consent agenda. All of the following matters are part of the consent agenda and are to be approved by one motion. There will be no specific discussion of these items. Any items may be removed from the consent agenda by any governing board member. Are there any items that need to be removed? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I move that the consent agenda be accepted as presented.
Mr. Chairman, I would second it also, but I'll third it now.
All right. I think I have a motion from David Waldron. Correct, Mary Lou?
Correct.
Okay. Any discussion? All right, there's no discussion on consent agenda item. We have a second. Gladys Christensen. Is that correct, Mary Lou?
Aye.
Correct.
Okay. Mary Lou, will you please take a roll call vote?
Roll call vote. Board Member Waldron?
Yes.
Board Member Christensen?
Yes.
Board Member Gibson?
Yes.
Board Member O'Neill?
Yes.
Board President Miller?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Mary Lou. Our next action item on the agenda is regarding the request for approval to publish the preliminary draft of the 2020-2021 budget as submitted by Chris Watka. Are there any items the board would like to discuss or have questions on the budget that Chris Watka may address?
Mr. President, this is Board Member Gibson.
Yes, Mr. Gibson, so acknowledged.
As I look at the budget, as I consider the budget, I'm not seeing too many differences between this year and last year. Is that your assumption also?
Chris Watka, would you care to address the just overview on the differences between last year and this year's proposed budget, please?
Certainly, thank you. Does everyone hear me? The main difference that we have is that we're decreasing expenditures 0.6%. And it's largely due to our capital projects, meaning equipment, over capital lease. We'll be leasing approximately, I want to say, between $3.1 and $3.2 million in capital expenditures. Also, the amount in healthcare premiums that is due to being placed insurance pool that takes effect as of July 1st. Outside of that, everything else is pretty consistent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chris. Any other questions from the board? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion to publish the preliminary draft of the 2020-21 budget as presented?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
Dave Waldron here. I move that we publish the preliminary draft of the 2020-2021 budget as presented.
You have a motion? Any discussion?
I will second that motion.
Okay, hearing no discussion, I have a second from, it sounds like Gladys Christensen. Is that correct, Mary Lou?
That is correct.
Correct.
Okay, Mary Lou, would you please take a roll call vote?
Yes. Board Member Waldron?
Yes.
Board Member Christensen? Board Member Christensen?
Gladys, could you speak again? She didn't hear you the first time.
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me or?
Yes, you need to.
It broke up. I voted yes.
Thank you. Board Member
Board Member Gibson votes yes.
Board Member Odiorn?
Yes.
Board President Miller?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Mary Lou. This concludes all items on the agenda. The next governing board meeting is scheduled for May 19th, 2020. We would like to thank everyone for attending and for supporting our virtual meeting. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, everybody.